Okay, so we're going to pull the windshield wiper motor and pump off this 68 Firebird because the windshield wipers work fine, but the pump doesn't. So I think the only way I'm going to really get into this thing, I want to kind of restore it anyway, is to take it off and bench it, get some power through it. So we're going to take this thing off and clean it all up, see what's going on. They are going to come off now easily enough, I think, I hope, after I said that. Alright, it's starting to come apart. So that's the top and bottom of the little socket that guy sits in. So we're going to set them over here. And now that's off. And the arm is just sitting down here. So I'm going to take that off and this off and bring it out over there. So we're going to take the furthest one off first and then drop it, and then take that one off and drop it, and somehow we're going to snake it out of these holes. So there's no nut or anything on the other side of this. It's just screws are hanging in or in the housing. It's a little screw with a little lock washer on it. It looks like it's not out of focus. It's off. Okay. There you blows. All right, so gonna do some cleanup on that end. This all looks pretty good though. Yeah, these are just little receivers, little threaded receivers. So we're gonna clean this up and paint it, make it look nice. Now the housing of the motor itself has these nuts, and they're just rubber grommets between them, and they don't look like they're very substantial. They look like, I mean, they're just regular, they look like the same things that were holding these guys in. Let's see if I can get under here. So there's the motor. Here's one of the nuts. That's the bolt on the other side of those nut heads. Another one. That's the hole that the hose comes through for the squirters. that one down there, and that one right there. All right, and then plugs. Got to pull the plugs out. I'll take a picture of that. Make sure I know which plugs go in where, which way, upside down. I don't know. You know. Oh, and note before you do any of this, disconnect your ground from your battery so that you don't have electric going through any of this stuff, because that would be a surprise, maybe. It's a 5/16 bolt. It's the same nut, or the same bolt as the, oh, wait a minute. That wasn't connected. Wow, dirt that's in there is amazing. Well, it should just come off, I guess. Oh, geez, it's off. Just like that. Well, there it is. It weighs about 5 pounds. That's 3 little nuts, 3 little bolts holding it. This is my culprit, I think. It's just plain shot. That's why it's not squirting. But like I said, the motor still works. Just not getting that guy to run. It might be something in the electrical connections, all the dirt that's in there. That's nasty. All right, let's take a look. So here's the kit. Pump washer repair kit. Looks just like this one. This is the old one that came off of the unit. This is the magnetic switch that locks the pump wheel so that when the wheel turns over here, this guy turns, it makes the pump work. I think what the problem is these are no longer flexible. So I think when the pump works, it doesn't pump fluid through. Now, one thing I'll say is it doesn't come with any kind of instructions. I mean, where it might be obvious. I don't know what this is for. Maybe a different model. I don't know. Okay, so there's a couple of... First you drop this guy in there. Then there's a couple of tabs right there and there that line up with these holes. Like that. And now you're in. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a different kit. But this ridge there's a ridge that sits right here. That rides in this channel, right in here. See that? Okay, now the way this guy works is you have a hot lead here, and you have two grounds. And the two grounds control the speed of the motor. So if I connect the red, I've already got the two grounds on the battery. If I connect the red, around it goes in the slow speed. If I take off, if I shut this, this ground off, disconnect it, then I get the high speed. That's essentially the way the windshield wiper motor works. The way the pump works is similar, but if you remember back in grade school, probably they don't teach this anymore, I guess, but we used to take a battery and a nail, and you wrap the nail with wire, and then put the 2 points on either side of a battery, like a D-cell battery, and you can make a magnet. Well, that's exactly what this does. Old school. So, switch, when the cover's on it, when this cover's placed on it, this cover goes down on top. That would actually go this way, because these two prongs come out of these slots right here. Those two prongs. When that goes down on top, it closes this guy around, so it's about that far from the end of the battery, or the end of the magnet, right there. That's the magnet end. So the cover keeps us about here, right? So when the magnet turns on, it jumps in and locks the teeth to this gripper. It's like has like a, fork on it that grabs those teeth on the wheel. So watch. So now it's got power to it, right? So if I bring this guy close to the magnet, like the cover's closed, the magnet grabs it and keeps it in place. As soon as I take power off, if I disconnect power, magnet lets go. That's how it works.